Like you rightly pointed out, I think the trend is increasing in terms of investors actually diversifying their asset allocation into alternatives. We're seeing that trend here in Malaysia. That trend has been happening for probably in the last decade in the States, as per data released by the SEC. And even in Singapore, we're seeing that growth in alternatives outpacing the growth in conventional funds. Now, what's driving the trend? I think that's partly due to the fact that in general, based on historical data, these private alternative investments have been able to offer a higher return for investors, albeit the long fund lockup. But for a lot of institutional clients, I think this is something that is palatable for them. And it matches their risk assessment, and in terms of trying to match their long-term liabilities. So in terms of real estate, at least in terms of alternatives, at least for Principal, we're actually quite big in the real estate space. In the US, our real estate team actually manages an AUM of about $110 billion in real estate. And that spans across different properties such as multifamily apartments. Data center is a big one in the US and in Europe. We do have logistics, student accommodation in the UK, and office buildings, hospitality, and all that. So that seems to be one of the areas that a lot of investors are looking at. Recently, we just did a fundraising round for a US data center fund. It raised close to about $2.5–3 billion, so that's a big one. But when it comes to Sharia compliance structures, now that's something that we haven't, I think we tried once, but I think we don't do it from the start, as in it's always a reactive approach where there is an investor who is keen to invest into an alternative structure such as our private real estate fund. They will usually inquire or ask us to possibly structure a Sharia compliant method for them to come in. So we actually do that. We have that conversation with our clients. We have that with our Sharia advisors, and we try to come up with a structure where both parties are comfortable with. Because I think, like it or not, we have to realize that at the moment there is not one strategy that can be driven fully by Sharia investors on the global stage, because I think that keeps the pool limited. So what we do usually, especially in Principal, we come up with a conventional structure. We reach out to the wider investor base, but when there is interest from the Sharia investors, that's I think when we try and come in and try to structure a Sharia compliant method for them to invest in.